Today's topic is National Rural Health Mission is a part of National Health Mission. Basically, National Rural Health Mission strategies and action plan are shown in the slide, based on which the targets and goals of the NRHM has to be achieved. And this slide mainly how to remember them in a better way. It's a pictorial memory is better than ever for understanding the words only. On the basis of picture, I included all the key ingredients or key interventions like health system is strengthening, CSC PSC sub-center is strengthening, creation and generation of the ASHA and Panchayat Raj institution establishment, fund and budget generation, appropriate utilization of that, MCS services strengthening, vector-borne disease control program strengthening, public-private partnership, as well as strengthening the existing communicable, non-communicable diseases program and developing the proper NRHM infrastructure for these ongoing services. So this slide would help you to memorize the whole NRHM intervention in one page or one key picture. Now, when it was started, NRHM is started in 2005 and targeted has to be achieved up to 2012, basically to improve the effective healthcare delivery services in the rural population in the 18 high focus state listed in the slide. And the basic principle, the things to be noticed is public health spending from current 0.9% of GDP to raise it up to 2 to 3%. GDP को 2 से 3% increase करना, current 0.9% है, and there could be MCQ's question on this. Coming to the key intervention and the action plans, क्या क्या करने चाहिए? Strengthening of the CSC as a first referral unit, strengthening of the primary health centers, strengthening of the sub centers, generation of the district health action plan as district health mission, and improved healthcare delivery through ASHA. That's a key step basically the key step of the NRHM to generate ASHA, to train the ASHA to public doorstep delivery of the public health services. Now, continuation of the action plan and the strategies. Again, the new health financing mechanism, basically increase karna budget, as I said, 2 to 3% of the GDP from current 0.9%, and the budget distribution is from the top to bottom, from central to state, state to district, and again CSC, PSC and sub-center and villages. But the need assessment from the very grassroots level, bottom up level, is this kind of planning is called the decentralized planning. From village need assessment from very grassroots level, that is from village, then to sub-center, then to PSC, then CSC, and other services included in action plan, like covering the sanitation and hygiene services under the NRHM head, and strengthening the ongoing disease control program, communicable और non communicable के भी जो भी current running is disease control program है उनको strengthen करना, and the public private utilization, basically regulation of the public private sector. There should be partnership of public and private sectors and appropriate utilization of these services, and also rural medical education reforms development is these are all action plans. Now, coming to the ASHA is very important creation of accredited social health activists. That is very important creation of the NRHM. And ASHA is a same village lady that can communicate in the same local language, so that can understand the need of the village people very well. And it's a woman of 25 to 45 years and can be a married widow and divorced women and educated up to 8th standards. The training of the ASHA is to be provided for 23 days training before servicing to the area, up to in a spell of 12 months, at any time point of time. And the ASHA would be given a drug kit that contains the generic as well as the Ayush and allopathic medicines, and also she will responsible for preparing the village health plan for the Anganwadi workers along with ANM and other functionaries of the health department, and also well functioning and well running in the of self-help group, and helping the self-help group to establishing is a function of function of us as well. And what are the various services like immunization services, referral services, and escort services regarding different health sectors like nutrition, MCH, and other service communicable and non-communicable diseases. And initially when the program was started, the ASHA was the honorary volunteer worker receiving the payment on the basis of activity, number of activity conducted, the payment received. But now she is salaried. Now, what to do for the development of the sub-center is establishment of giving of the untied fund of rupees 10,000 in a joint account of ANM and Sarpanch, which is operated through ANM with consultation with the village health committee, and others strengthening function are regarding the infrastructure and health manpower. If needed, additional MPW and ANM can be deputed on the sub-center as per 2001 population norms. And also the provision of the supply of the essential drugs, Ayush drugs, allopathic drugs, and other drugs should be ensured. Now, for the strengthening of the PSC is to ensure the 24/7 current running services at the PSC regarding all the disease control, non-communicable and communicable diseases, as well as the emergency and referral services 24/7 functioning there. And also ensuring the provision of addressing the shortage of the doctor, at least for the 50% of PSC there should be provision of doctor 24/7, especially in the high focus states. And regarding the infrastructure, there should be regular supply of regarding the material, there should be regular supply of the essential drugs and other things like auto disable syringe. Also there should be a insurance of the provision of, if there is needed, second doctor at the PSC, one male and one female doctor, on the basis of the demand of the of that serving area. Now, coming to the strengthening of the CSC, as per the Indian Public Health Standard, establishment of 30 to 50 bedded of CSC 24/7 services should be available at the emergency, and all services available at the CSC as well, and the staff and equipment, all those infrastructure according to the IPHS norms, and establishment of the Rogi Kalyan Samiti for the hospital management should be there at the CSC level. Now, preparation of the district health plan or district health mission. Basically, what is it? Is all vertical health and family welfare programs at the district level, district merged at a single term, that is called district health mission. Same as for the state level, a vertical health and family welfare program merged with the state health mission. For district health mission, there should be there is a program management unit, and the people are employed as in this unit for the managing. Project coordinator. As project coordinator, a district is a core unit for planning, budgeting, and implementation of all the services, and running of all the key services regarding the supply, sanitation, water supply, sanitation, and hygiene and nutrition. And the implementation department would integrate the district health mission for the monitoring. Now, to develop the public-private partnership is a very important steps of an RHM that can improvise the availment of the health services for the poor people. Actually, we can see the 75% of health services are being currently provided by the private hospital, and that drains the money of the common poor people, and they even become more poorer. So, by government and the private sector united hospital, that is public private hospital, and their control being in the hands of government, so that to regulate the price of the health services and make the health services cheaper for the common people is a need. Now, how the fund has to be utilized and what is the budgetary allocation of the NRHM, as I have told in the first slide, is it should be of 2 to 3% of the GDP, and the 10% of per annum contribution should be by the state state budgetary allocation, and state are expected to raise their contribution to the public health budget at minimum at 10%. Establishment of the Panchayat Raj institution, and by health services through these Panchayat Raj institution is a key step of the key action plan of the NRHM. What is PRI is the Panchayat Raj institution is basically 3-tier system from village to block, the lowermost village sub-center to the block levels, so that at every level what has to be provided as mentioned in with each sub-center, untied fund, village health committee, and through ASHA, and all there should be a governing body to regulate that, and the state is committed to devolution of the funds and functionary and programs to PRI regarding health to PRI. Now the slide shows the NRHM infrastructure village level पे आशा आंगनवाड़ी वर्कर होते हैं, village health sanitation committees, and what is celebrated the village health day, particular day for the various immunization and nutrition and other services, and the provision of the drugs and all these things. At the sub-center level there is 2 gram panchayat at the sub-center level, and it approximately constitute 5 to 6 villages, or we can say the 5,000 population, cater sub-center cater the 5,000 population, and there should be MCH clinic, immunization services, immunization day, and it should provide services to the 5 to 6 villages. And the PSC, the staffing pattern of the PSC, there should be the 5 sub health center under 1 PSC, that we can say it's approximately 30,000 20 to 30,000 population should be there under 1 PSC, and these are the services mentioned there. How many? Approximately 30 to 40 village would be covered in a PSC. And level 3 staff including the 1 lady health visitor, 5 sub health center, there should be ambulance, MCA services, immunization services, emergency services, 24/7 hours should be available at the PSC. The block should be at CSC, there should be 1 lakh population पे CSC होना चाहिए, and it should at least serve to the 100 villages in the catchment areas, and that there should be obstetric, surgical and medical emergency services 24/7 at the CSC. Now, what are the outcomes at the national level of NRHM? What are the outcomes for the maternal child health services? Reduce infant mortality less than 30, maternal mortality ratio less than 100 per lakhs, and total fertility rate to reduce up to 2.1. For the vector-borne disease control, what are the target outcomes has to be expected? Are the malaria mortality reduction rate of 50% up to the 2010, and additional 10% reduction by 2012. Kala-Azar mortality reduction 100% by 2010, and sustaining the elimination until 2012. Filaria microfilaria reduction rate 70% by 10 and 80% by 12, and elimination by 15, and also dengue mortality reduction 50% and by 10, and sustaining at level until 2012. So the second head is regarding the all regarding the vector-borne disease control. Strengthening of the targets regarding the outcomes regarding the strengthening of the vector-borne disease control programs. The expected outcome regarding the health system strengthening is the upgraded CSC as per the Indian public health standards, and increased utilization of FRUs from the current 20% to 75%, establishing the at least 2.5 lakhs ASHA in 10 states. And for regarding the communicable disease, the reduce the prevalence of the leprosy less than 1.8 per 10,000 in 2000 from 2005 level to 1 per 10,000. This is the elimination level prevalence of the leprosy. This is less than 1 per 10,000 of population. This can be asked in the MCQs. And tuberculosis, the target outcome expected is DOT services to do, as it was designed in the 2005, where there is a establishment of the DOTs was there, and regarding the tuberculosis is to maintain 85% cure rate of through entire mission from 2005 to 2012. These are the community level intervention mentioned in the slide. All the services डोर स्टेप डिलीवरी ऑफ द सर्विसेज थ्रू आशा के जो भी फंक्शंस एंड ड्यूटीज़ बताई हैं कम्युनिटी लेवल इंटरवेंशन में ही आते हैं. वी कैन राइट देम इन दिस रिगार्ड in the community level intervention. Other than that is the good hospital care, also their infrastructural care should be there, CSC, PSC, all the services. अभी तक ऊपर से नीचे तक जितने भी स्लाइड में whatever I have taught can be mentioned the community level intervention. What are the community level other outcomes expected are the enhance the institutional delivery through JSY and healthcare insurance of the community for the reduce financial risk and provision of household toilet and improve outreach services through mobile medical units. So this is all about the NRHM, and this is the pictorial diagram of all the headings and subheadings, how to memorize them, because the picture memory is better than the only the word memory. So you can memorize by all these headings, and this believe me, all these heading covers all the NRHM main points, and all the question I have mentioned as Q can be asked in the MCQs. And this is all for today. Thank you very much. If you like, subscribe and share. Thank you.